Want your fucking
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
They want it back.
Well, I'm asking you. You either live there or you don't.
Well, I'm not a you. I'm a man. I suggest you learn the difference between those words. I'd like to be on my way without delay, sir.
You're not allowed to until I check your details.
Who are you to tell me I'm not allowed to do something?
You're not free to
Do you
go.
suspect me of committing
You're
a
not
crime?
free to
Because you
go.
have no authority over me unless...
You're liable to be arrested.
I'm
So you
liable,
make
am
that
I?
choice.
How am I liable?
You
For
make
what?
that choice.
Arrested for what, sir? Looks like they're all having a photo opportunity.
So in September 1971, the British government came in one Friday evening, perhaps, with $3 billion and said, Uncle Sam, we want the gold. Uncle Sam knew that the game was
can pay their workers only a few pennies a day. With such low labor costs, they can sell their products in America for lower prices than any American manufacturer. The house of cards has already been built. There's no painless way to dismantle it now. All we can do is to educate each other about what's actually going on, and to prepare for what may be very extraordinary circumstances.
Hi, sir.
Okay.
How are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good. The reason I've stopped you, I just noticed that you're filming some.
You haven't
footage
stopped
through
me.
here. The reason I'm speaking to you is because I've noticed you're shooting some footage through there.
Yeah.
There's private premises over there, so
It's public property where I am,
shooting
aren't
into
it?
a private premise.
Okay.
It's almost akin to peeping and peering.
Pardon me?
It's almost akin to peeping and peering.
I don't
into a
understand what you're
private
talking
premise.
about. I'm on a public
certainly,
road.
no
I'm
problem with
filming from a public area,
No
so
problem whatsoever, but
I'm sure
filming
Google has a
into-
better shot of this than I do.
filming-
I'm on a public
certainly,
road.
no
I'm
problem.
filming from a public area,
No
so
problem whatsoever, but
I'm sure
filming
Google has a
into-
better shot of this than I do,
filming into a private premise.
which I'm quite allowed to do.
No, you're not.
Really? Can you cite that law for me?
You're not allowed to shoot.
Can you cite me that
video.
law?
I just told you it's akin to peeping and peering.
Okay, what legislative
Can I see
law
your
of society?
identification, please?
For what purpose? Can I have your identification, please?
My name is Brian Leslie, Sargeant Unlawfully Police Station.
Okay, and for what purpose do you need my identification for? Excuse me, sir. Sergeant? What purpose do you need my identification for?
I've already asked you for your identification.
For
Here's
what
your driver's
purpose,
license.
sir? Do you suspect me of committing a crime? Sir, do you suspect me of committing a crime? Excuse me, sir, do you
Are you
suspect
on a
me?
public road? You just told me, eh?
This is a public road.
Right.
I have
And
free
you're a road
access
user in a
to.
vehicle.
I'm a man.
So I have the right to see your driver's license, and I'm not going to
Under
ask
what
you.
authority, sir?
I'm not going to ask you again.
Or what do you mean you're not going to ask me again? What does that mean? Excuse me, sir, what does... Excuse me, who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah, why is this man not answering my questions? I'm fine. Why are you hiding?
Why are you filming?
Because
Are
I
you
have
a
a
road
right
user,
to.
sir? Are you a road user?
I'm a
Are
man
you a
sitting
road
in my
user?
property.
Are you on a public road?
I'm on the ground.
You told me you're on a public place.
I'm in a public area, yes, that's
Right.
correct.
This
And there's
public
no
area here
expectation
is
of
actually your
privacy in
road.
public,
This
is
public
there?
area here is actually your
Am
road.
I being detained?
This public area here is
Am
your
I
road.
being
I'm
detained,
telling you to
sir?
stay here until I...
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're not free to go.
Then am I being detained, sir?
I have the right to see your driver's license.
I have the right to know why I'm being detained without delay. Can you give me reasonable articulated suspicion as to why you're detaining me, sir?
I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big...
You're not free to move, sir.
Why is that, sir?
I've asked for your driver's license. You're a
For
road
what
user
purpose?
on a public road.
Yeah, and do you suspect me of
Are
committing
you
an
on
injury?
a public road, yes or no?
Do you suspect me of
Are you
committing?
on a public road?
Do you suspect
Are you on a
me?
public road?
Do you suspect me of
Are you on a
committing
public
a breach against the Land Transport Act 1998? Do you suspect me of
Are you on
committing a
a public
breach?
road?
You don't.
Do you suspect me of committing an
Are you
offence,
on a
sir?
public
Owners. They own you.
I am in
They
my
own
property.
Are you on a
everything.
public
They own
road?
all
On
important
the land.
Are you on a
They own
public
and
road?
control the corporation.
What aren't
The
you
most
understanding,
important
sir?
thing
Are
is
you
the
on a
Senate,
public
the
road?
Congress, the
Sergeant.
state houses, the city halls,
Are
they
you
got
on
the
a public
judges in
road?
their back pocket, and they own all
Am
the
I
big
obliged
media
to answer
companies.
your
They
questions?
control just about
Are
all
you
the
on a
news
public
and
road? I'm
Am I
trying to
obliged?
assist you in
They got
answering
you
your
I don't need your
questions.
assistance,
I'm
sir.
requesting
Did I
your
ask you for your assistance? You've approached me while I've parked here doing my own thing.
What they want.
The Land Transport Act
Well,
and
we
get your
know
license.
what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else.
You can have
Your
that.
I'll
driver's
tell you what
license,
they
please,
don't
sir.
want.
You can have
Are
that.
you telling me you're not a licensed driver?
Citizens capable
I'm
of
not telling you
critical thinking.
anything.
They don't want
I have the right to
I'll assume you're not a
silence.
licensed driver.
Oh, I am. There's a driver's license right there, sir. You can see that from me. No, I'm not going to give it to you. You can see it from there. Of course you can.
They don't want people who are smart enough to
And I'd like to know why you've stopped me, why you're approaching me. Because I'm filming in a public area where there's no expectation of privacy whatsoever, which I'm allowed to. Oh, really? You go and arrest Google, because Google has better shots of your land than I do.
Just dumb enough to passively accept.
Is it an offence to film? It's registered to a person. I'm a man. That person may be you if I choose to be you.
Social security money. They want your fucking
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
They want it back.
Well, I'm asking you. You either live there or you don't.
Well, I'm not a you. I'm a man. I suggest you learn the difference between those words. I'd like to be on my way without delay, sir.
You're not allowed to until I check your details.
Who are you to tell me I'm not allowed to do something?
You're not free
Do
to
you
go.
suspect me of committing
You're
a
not
crime?
free to
Because you
go.
have no authority over me
Go,
unless...
you're liable to be arrested.
I'm
So you
liable,
make
am
that
I?
choice.
How am I liable?
You
For
make
what?
that
Arrested for what, sir? You're a joke.
About them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you.
Song You Win $1,000. I've already had a couple of calls out. A Soundgarden song that played a wee while back. No, it played after 6 o'clock this morning last time. So no, it wasn't a...
Just had to jump start my car because I've got a flat battery. Quite ropeable that this prick thinks he's got something right to hold me. We'll see what happens, won't we?
Thank you, sir. You're free to go.
Thank you. Can you tell me why you stopped me? No? Just intimidation, is that it? You're a disgrace, mate. IPCA complaint to you, buddy. And you. Get out of the fucking road. Move! Yeah, you too, buddy. You're a disgrace. So I've got half an hour before I have to pick up my wonderful wife from her hospital appointment. And I saw something interesting going on in the police area. Looked like they're doing ads or something, so I thought I'd film it. Looked like they might have done a blooper or something. Seemed interesting. Next thing you know, I've got a guy telling me he stopped me, which he hadn't. Then he's talking to me. He's trying to assert some sort of authority over me. Couldn't tell me why I was being detained. Couldn't cite the law he was trying to enforce. So I want fucking answers. So I've parked my car away and I'm going into the police station. I'm going to ask them what law they just cited, because I'm not finished. I was sitting outside there on the side of the road in my car, and I saw you guys were filming, doing some ad where it looks like you guys are doing something in that back car park there anyway, so I decided to film it. Next thing you know, I've been unlawfully detained out there by one of your officers, a Senior Sergeant Brian, whoever he was. I'll review the footage, but he's telling me it was against the law to film from a public area into a private residence, and as far as I'm concerned, the police station isn't a private residence, it's a publicly owned building. He seemed to have some expectation of privacy in public, which is totally wrong. He couldn't cite me the law. He basically told me I was going to be arrested if I didn't produce some identification. So what law was he using? What law is he citing that it's against the law for me to be filming in a public area? Because Google does it. They've got a better footage of what I was just doing. So what right did he have to do to just stop me? And in fact, I was stopped. I wasn't even driving. My seatbelt wasn't on, the car wasn't started. I had to jump start my car because it had a flat battery. I was sitting there for an hour waiting for my wife's hospital appointment to end in 20 minutes.
What on earth were you filming for?
Because I choose to. And it's a perfectly...
Exercising
I have the right to do it. And he didn't have...
Film now, sir?
Sorry?
Do you choose to film now?
Yeah, absolutely. I film everything. Oh, there's 1, 2, how many cameras are filming me right now? I don't have any expectation of...
I'll go and find out. What's your name?
Or you can call me Mark. My person's name is Mark King.
Okay, well.
Alright. Thank you. I've got about 10 minutes, but just some information as to what legislative rule of society he's using. Thank you.
Hold of the officer.
Okay.
He's going to come in and
I'll
speak
go
with
to the
you.
meeting.
Cool.
He seemed
Okay.
Will he be long?
Sorry?
Will he be long?
As soon as he can.
Cool. Can I leave a contact number or an address for him to give me that information? Because I'm going to need it. Contact number is Otho. Or the address. And if he could just supply me with the reasonable articulated suspicion as to why he decided to detain me, I would be really appreciated.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Okay. So, hopefully he does come all the way back. Hopefully he comes into the foyer, realises that I'm not there. We'll see what eventuates. Either way, that fucker's going up on YouTube. He had no right whatsoever. No right whatsoever to request my details. He was trying to pick me as a road user. I was sitting in my property on the land. I wasn't using the road at the time. I wasn't operating under my license at the time. He was going to arrest me or else. So if I get to one of these days, I'm not going to have to do something else. And one of these days, I will let them arrest me. And then I'll be able to sue them for wrongful arrest. Right? That's how it works. So, Sergeant Brian, or whatever the fuck your name is, I'll look it up. Might even put it in here. I repeat what I said to you earlier. You're a disgusting individual. You think you have the right to allow me, or not allow me to do something? Unless I do something wrong, you got no authority whatsoever over me, you piece of shit. So I suggest you remember that next time. Remember who the fuck you work for.